How are you doing, man?
Yeah, good, good. How's Chile on a Friday night, mate? It's all right.
All right. I mean, it's very early, and you are from Pearl.
Perth, yeah, Western Australia, so it's 7 a.m. over here. But yeah.
Okay, no, November 3rd.
I'm on the fourth now, so yeah, it's
Ah,
tomorrow over here.
4th.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me from the future.
That's it, mate.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Well,
Cool.
man, I am right here. I mean, as if you all that you want
Yeah, beautiful.
today.
Well,
We
yeah.
have today we are more relaxed time.
Yeah, that's it. It's good. It's good. So yeah, obviously you got the new album coming out, but before we get into that, I wouldn't mind going way back if that's okay. If it's.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, cool. So obviously you've been around with sadism since the very beginning, yeah? So how did it all sort of first kick off? How did you guys start this thing?
All right. You want that I talk about the beginning for the
Yeah,
band,
yeah, if that's
that
okay, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
Well, the story from the band begins in at the beginning of 1988
Mm,
with me and Juan Pablo. We are partners, school partners, and we began with the idea to form a band. And those times, I mean, we are very interested in thrash metal. Okay,
mhm.
I mean all the kind of music, but basically those were very ruled by that kind of music. But more than that, we decided to play the metal at the beginning. But we are very fans from Thatch. That's the reason why, because Sadism have some little touch according to thrashing from that. I mean, but basically, we began to play it in the school, and well, through the time, we have I mean, reached a lot of experience and have been really so fun. I mean, to play all during all through these years.
Mm.
But basically, was the the idea to play something different, and but we are very proud at the moment that we have learned, that we have reached with the time.
Mm.
Basically,
Yeah, that's cool.
at the beginning, we have changed many members from the band,
Mm,
but basically, uh, and in that period, we were five members. Okay, some friends we play at the beginning with them on Perdition of Souls, and all those members were disappearing because they don't reach the things that basically Juan Pablo and me want to do for the band, with some difference, mainly and the influences, that kind of stuff.
mm.
But uh, um, what they were very exciting times, because we're very young and experienced, like you know, at the beginning, for the fun, the alcohol, drugs, and but rock and roll indeed.
Yeah.
But we have at the moment we are to reach the mature in different aspects, to do the correct things, to do the things at the time. But we are very proud to do it at the moment.
Mm. Yeah, cool. Um, so yeah, you mentioned Petition of Souls, the first demo. And if we jump forward a little bit to 92 when you did Tribulated Bells, the first album,
Yeah, the
what do you
first
remember?
album. Yeah,
Yeah, what do you remember about the sort of the writing and the recording of a first, big release like that?
yeah. Well, Tribulate Bells was recorded in 1989. 1991. The works for that album came from the period that we record our second demo, that's what's called from the perpetual dark.
Hmm.
And we decided to record a full length because at that moment there wasn't any band who has played an LP except for the thrash band called Necrosis. They are very close friends for us, and they recorded with a Brazilian label next to Cogumelo, and they were the first that record a LP. But we are very proud because we were the first death metal band, the Chilean death metal band, and regular full length. I mean, all the things that on death metal. I remember very, very good times because it was very special. The practice, the rehearsals. We worked hard to reach a different sound at the moment because the Chilean scene was was entirely rebirth of the national scene. There were many bands. I mean, very, very good bands. I don't know. I can talk to you. We were better friends in that moment with Atomic Aggressor, Totem Corpse, Torture, Death Hill, and all very good bands. But they were passing through the years, and they don't reach that sadism career because we could keep on going on the movement and rehearsal and record things. But Tribulate Bells in national scene mark starting point from the other bands. They feel like models to follow. I mean, the ideas to playing. I remember that we were very in a little things to influence from very progressive or very technical bands, and we experienced a kind of death metal for that moment because the national scene was very flat according to the sound, okay, or the way to play. I mean, tuka 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 tuka. We broke that kind of mark, but it was very exciting for us to do that LP. So with those records, we could play abroad. At the first time, we played in Peru. We played in Brazil. I think that we were the first national band to play abroad. I mean, and basically, there were very good times, very, very good times. I remember from the times of Tribulate Bells recording. A lot of fun. I mean, always at the beginning because we were very young. We experienced. I mean, no, we are not the first time. I mean, excuse me, the first band who proved that the things could be do in a better way.
Yeah, cool. And
not good at all.
And then around the 90s, you toured with like so many good bands, you know, Creator, Sodom, Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of, you know, specific gigs or anything from back then?
Yeah. We felt very proud to play with those bands because remember that it was very inspiring from the band. We loved Morbid Angel, we loved Sodom, or the first time they played with Creator. I remember that were experience that marked us, but we are not always to be like a South American followers. I mean, that say, "Oh my God, I play with Morbid Angel." Yeah. I mean, always be natural. I mean, we admire those guys, but we have thought, excuse me, that the mature or the time gave you the experience to to do the same things that the European or American bands can do it. And thus, this is a characteristic from sadism. With all respect from the bands, but we are sadism, and we have the value from all work, and we appreciate it. And from that point of view, we can stay at the same stage and say, "Oh my God, we're playing with those bands," and they say to us, "I mean, oh, you guys, you are doing very good." I mean, it was kind of a vaccine of energy for us. I remember David Vincent say, "Oh my God, you can sing very well, man. I mean, your voice is like I mean, Jeff Becerra from Possess." Oh my God, I do my best. I mean, I say, hey, you guy, you think very well too.
Yeah.
But I feel very good memories from that. All the same things playing with Sodom. Angel Ripper Tom was a very cool guy. But those are the experiences that we have reached with to playing with American bands or European bands. We have situated in a situation, excuse me, but we have grow with that, and we have reached a lot of experience to do that.
Cool. If we jump forward to 2002, Sadism puts out Summon, and you kind of have a slight logo change and a bit of a production sort of sound change. What do you remember about the early 2000s with Sadism?
Well, to the years, like I told you before, Sadism was growing with entirely things according to the way of playing or the stuff that we have played, the instrument, the influences. I mean, always been the same, but we have taken a lot of things to do our work. I remember with Summon, we have a kind of disease, kind of we get into deep because we have a lot of time to do that the band wasn't playing. I mean, 10 years more or less. And we decided to record an album to express different kind of music. I mean, more elaborated. We changed some guitar players. I remember that in this record get into the band Javier, who was an excellent player. And for those years, it was playing with us Enrique Zúñiga from Atomic Aggressor, who is a very close of mine. I mean, from all the band until today. And Enrique and Javier made a mixer very exciting. I mean, very dark and very revolutionary according to the riff or the way of compose. The lyrics from my part, it was more how can we place it? I mean, dark, black, but not to reach in a satanic things. We have the band all had expressed the idea to be against the rules from the church. Sadism is a band who talk about anti-Christianity. We talk about the rules against the church, all the kind of stuff. But no, we are not a satanic band. We are a death metal band and express very good on the lyrics. But Summon is a record that, in my opinion, I like very much. We what can I say, man, more from, for example, it's a very special record for me because in that record we included a song that is called Sadism itself, and was it was a song, a very raw song, being putrid. I mean, from the gods. I hate it with extremely hate. I like very much that song. That's the things that I remember from that marked the difference between from the other records. Before that, we were playing in the record "A Dwelling of Gods" or who is a very more is rawer than Summon, or the full length before the Skull Deadline Sequences. That is more it's a more technical. From the 90s. We get influence from other bands. I remember though from the 90s was a very for us a very it was a age. It's like strange age because I don't know if you remember. Was a full from different bands. It was the beginning of the aggro and the new metal, specifically that I don't like very much. But we try to do some different things according to the technical, and sometimes turn into different music from Sadism. I mean, Deadlight Sequence was a record that I don't like very much, in my opinion, but I have very good songs. And that's that I remember from the 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Summon full length.
Yeah, and then 2010, you guys re-record, the two demos, 2 Decades of Perpetual Souls, with a much bigger sound. What made you guys decide to go back and re-record those early songs?
Yeah, we decided to do that record because Chilean people, Chilean followers, not only in Chile, in South America or Europe, always said to us, "Oh, why don't record those demos or to make a special edition?" And we talked with Juan Pablo and said, "Okay, do it. There's a record once and again, the demos, and let's gonna be what happened." And to the case of Perpetual Souls, the result of that record was very good. I like very much because it was the record to came out from the mouth, said, "Oh my God, this is how different." But they were the songs that we have always played. That record includes the first song that Sadism created ever. That's called Gory Dreams. It was very basic song. I mean, with very, very basic 2 riffs and repeat once and again. But that was special because Sadie at the studio said, "Oh my God, songs. That song is not bad enough." It was very good. And we decided to record. But basically, we decided to record to do or to get over with to get even, excuse me, to get even with the audience that always said to us, "Oh, why don't record once and again?" And we decided to do it.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it was a part of to finish the first probably the first decade of excuse me, the 4 decades, the 2 decades from the history of the band.
Yeah, cool.
To kind of crown this period.
And then 2014, the Ocularis Domination's got such a huge sound. I particularly like the bass sound on that record. And it was really well received as well. Yeah, you got lots of positive feedback for that one. Yeah. What do you remember around then? Was that like a decision like, okay, we want this kind of sound going into it,
the Glarus domination was marked a very decisive period of time of the band from the history, because get into the band, we were very proud to come with a member who basically today is one of the most important members that we've Sadism have ever. That is Gabriel Hidalgo, who is an excellent player. Probably for many media, I mean the media, some magazines, kind of stuff, recognize him like one of the best guitar players in Chile. And Gabriel, the way to compose, I mean, that man have different techniques, the way of composition. We felt that Gabriel get to improve the things that probably Enrique let an empty space to the way of composing of. And we said, "Oh my God, how can we get a new guitar player like Enrique?" And suddenly came into the, I don't know where, Gabriel. And Gabriel fit very good with the things that we want, and we began to compose. But with Gabriel, result very easy. All things we made the connection and say, "Oh, Gabriel, you can do it good." I mean, the Juan Pablo and all the work into the composition was very quickly. It was very quick. I said, "Oh my God," the things began to fluid. Okay, and those times I am a person who read a lot. And those years I was reading a lot of, I remember books from Dan Brown, and it was very, my mind with the composition according to the ideas of conspiracy theories. And I was very into that kind of lyrics or that kind of topics. The result, the composition, I mean, dark melodies. Decided to do an album who was entirely focused on the lyrics. It was the first time the composition was backwards. I mean, know the lyrics according to the music. So the music was composed according to the lyrics. Okay. Ian, and what happened with the? So I remember the cover. I have a niece that drawing excellent. It's very, very, very good on drawing. Make us or join us the idea according to the cover, and it was very dark too. It was very obscure. That's the word I have to use. I mean, all the atmosphere, according to the composition, to the lyrics, with that idea, the Obscurans domination, talk about the domination have all those black powers, the rules from behind the governments, and that kind of stuff. And the songs, I like very much this full length. We love. I mean, in my opinion, it is one of the greatest albums that Sadism have at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. And I read that 2015 you started self-managing touring festivals in Europe and that kind of thing. Is that right?
Yeah. Like Sadism is Sadism is one of the oldest band from Chile, and or the demos was very recognized in Europe. For example, we have received congratulations. I don't know, for example, from members from Dark Throne, or Ample. The demos were very recognized because of the European scene, or the old bands. I'm talking about the older bands. Listen the demos and recognize that Sadism one of the probably. I mean, and there are no my words. There are words from those guys. That band rules, and with all that stuff, we said someday we decided to say Chile is a little, how can I express, is a little old-fashioned for us.
Okay.
Let's gonna try to do different. Okay, we were a little tired to playing the same things. We have a travel. I mean, across all our country, from Arica to Punta Arenas, for example, playing in every city. We decided to get forward and to make something bigger than ever. To make the first tour to Europe. That tour was entirely cost by us. We paid all the tickets, and we made the contacts with some friends that we have in Europe. For example, Francisco Coare, who is the owner of a Toxic Record. He actually lives in Linköping, in Sweden, and he made some contacts with some parts, some managers or some producers and labels to play in different parts from Europe. I remember Norway, in Oslo, Göteborg. What else? We played in Germany. We had three shows there. I don't remember. I think the one in Netherlands. But we, in resume, was a short tour, basically with 8 or 9 gigs. Okay, shows an entire tour. But for us, it was a very, very big step from the band. We were the first Chilean band who plays in Norway. It was the first band who played in Sweden. I mean, there wasn't any band, not even Pentagram. That Pentagram was a friend for us. Remember that Juan Pablo play is actually nowadays is the player. I mean the drummer of Pentagram right now. But not even them played in those parts. So why I say that? Because Anton is a worldwide man. Is very recognized in abroad, because he actually at that moment have 3 bands. Like he plays in Criminal, he plays in Pentagram, and actually is the guitar player from Brujeria. He has played in Low Cap and another bands. He moves in that area. So why didn't say that? Because Pentagram didn't do it. So they have more opportunities to do that, but we were the first. And we feel very proud, because in Sweden, we have a very good reception. Mainly, I remember the gig in Malmö. It was a crazy thing. But it was an entirely happy experience for us. And that marked, I think that Sadism said, "My goodness, we have reached the first part that we want to do. I mean, to do that our music can see by people who likes the South American death metal." It was a very, very funny thing. I remember the gig in Oslo, who was the I don't remember at the moment. I don't like Empire very much because I don't like too much black metal, but my bassist, ex-bassist, because Juan Moore today is not on the band.
Mm.
He moved to Catalonia, Barcelona at the moment. I mean, the last year, and now we have a bass player who is Pancho, who plays in other bands. So at the moment, he's playing with us, but he's not a traditional member. Okay,
Sure.
I remember that Juan said we were preparing to the show. We were, and I don't know, according to the guitars. Okay, and then that suddenly, my goodness, I said, what happened, Juan? Look at that guy. What? Was a man with a long hair. I mean, he's very old. Oh, he's the bass player from Emperor. What's like any regular guy seeing the show, and at the end of the show, oh my God, man, you are very great. That kind of things inspire to you to keep on going.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here, why I'm talking to you this, man, because in Chile is the opposite thing, because the producers, I don't know, keep the bands like they were kind of gods, but it's not the fault from the band. This is the producers. Oh my goodness, you can keep separate with the other guys or the audience that came to the shows. In Europe, doesn't matter if you are very a wildly no person. I mean, I don't know why that happened in my country. I mean, oh my God, it's I don't know Mila Petrozza from Creator. Oh, I say, um, it's a funny thing with I don't know, but in Europe it's not the case.
Yeah.
I mean, we feel like the other bands, and we always have felt like other bands because we do music. And we are human beings. Like, I mean, probably, yeah. I always said, if sadism was born in Europe, probably we will be like that kind of guys. But probably, you know what I mean.
Away from sadism for a minute, what kind of things are you listening to lately?
At the moment,
Yeah.
well, I like death metal very much. But I mean, at the moment, but I mean, all the members from the band have different influences or lines that we like. For example, I love Raj. I mean, today we have listened. I don't know, moving pictures. I was listening Porcupine Tree, and I drove to my work today. Listen, Morbid Angel. I mean, Domination. The last things we have heard. Cannibal Corpse, but the last stuff, okay. But I don't know. It depends from the kind of mood you wake up. But basically, I mean, always related to the thrash. I love thrash. I love death metal. I don't know. The music. It's gonna depend from the kind of mood today. And today, I mean, always keep on going to listen to Raj. But lately, I have listened the records from widely known bands. I don't know, death metal. I mean, because I don't have too many time to sit and to listen. Probably from my home to the work, I can hear a record, and the return the same thing, or the days I am off. I don't know, listen. I try to keep on contact with the new bands. Well, but I have heard a lot of new bands. I mean, Chilean bands too. But I was separated from the old bands that we have records recently. For example, Testament. I didn't hear the last Testament. I didn't hear the last Cannibal, or I mean that kind of stuff. I I was putting me on a day listen that those records.
Yeah. So obviously, Obscurans, the Satanism new album's out 24th of
Yeah.
November. Been at this a long time. This is the 10th album. How do you think the songwriting sort of process has changed from the beginning to to Obscurans?
Okay. Obscurans began with the kind of dreams I have. Basically, I am talking about the composition of the lyrics, of the atmosphere that the album have. Obscurans. I don't know. I remember someday I woke up very, I mean, upset. I mean, scared because I have a terrifying dream, and that dream came to my mind from some aspects. I was I was a kind of a tortured man in the Middle Ages, and I always was, because in that dream I was fighting against some don't know, some priests from with cassocks. It was a very strange dream, and I was in that dream came to my mind every time during the day. I decided, okay, then I remember it was a Friday. On Saturday, I began to look for literature from the Middle Ages, from the tortures, and began to study more from the Inquisition. I came to the theme and that topic, and said to write the lyrics. First of all, I mean, always came to my mind the name of the title of the full length of the record. I mean, Obscurans is the Latin from obscurant. That means in Spanish, say oscurantismo. That is basically the rebirth. Okay. But the part that the church do a lot of things against the arts, for example. Okay. Remember that the Inquisition is part from the obscurance time from the Middle Ages, and how this fuck powers burn books. I mean, kill people, women for different. I mean, the burn at stakes from women's, men's, boys, and childs. I mean, that kind of stuff that talk about the Inquisition. And the lyrics came very, very dark. I mean, very obscure, and that's the reason why I decided to put Obscurans. The composition was well, I don't know if I take to you, but the composition basically is created by Juan Pablo and Gabriel. We can do some arrangement. For example, I mean, you can repeat this riff. I mean, you make this chord here, and we have to try to compose or make the arrangement, But basically, the composition is made by Juan Pablo and Gabriel, and then I took out the records and I put the lyrics, and that way we are creating the first part of each song. And I remember that Obscurance was particularly do in a very relaxing form, because, excuse me, it's a kind of mosquito over here. Well, no, I keep doing okay. So and last summer we finished all the composition. Then we make some little arrangement, and began the records from a demo, who was sent to the guys from Hammer Hard Records.
Yeah.
And because we changed our level. Remember that Sadism always have worked with Chilean levels. I mean, Toxic is a Chilean Sweden level, and we got the opportunity to change that because the men's the guys from Hammerheart was keep on follow the career from Sadism for many time ago. So they decided to offer us a contract. I would say, okay. We send them a demo, and the guys love it. I say, okay. They send us the contract. We sign it, and we said, okay, we're gonna prepare the full length, or the record as today is as known that Obscurans. We prepare. I mean, it's the first record that is prepared for a level. And other times with Toxic Records, we record the things, and then there's no problem. There is a level who is gonna be published or to make the things that to come out the record. But with Hammerheart, it was the opposite. They gave us the contract, and we began to work to do the LP. Today we have launched the second single that is on Spotify right now, and that's called "On Your Knees." That is, in my opinion, is one of my favorite songs from that record. I don't know if you have heard at the moment.
Yeah, I've heard the record. I really like the Void Devourer, those real blasty ones. They're great, and Freewheel Archangels, that's a really great track as well. Yeah, it's an excellent album. Really good. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, we hope you like. Okay. The debut from the album is coming out in November 24th. It's gonna be launched to the rest of the world.
That's cool. So yourself, Juan Pablo and Juan Eduardo have been there since day one, and then you've got Gabriel's been there since 2012. So many bands kind of struggle, staying together that long. How do you guys do it without, arguing or disagreeing, that sort of thing? Like, how have you kept it up for so long?
Yeah. Well. How can I explain to you? The founder members from Sadism is Juan Pablo and me, and we have always decided who is coming into the band or who is out of the band, according to many talkings before, because we with Juan Pablo we have the connection from to do the things to make works. I don't know that connection that have, for example, I don't know. For example, I'm gonna give you some tips. Mire Petrosa with Ventor, or I don't know, that kind of things. We have a very strong connection with Juan Pablo to keep on going to the right thing, because we will say, okay, that guy. I mean, we're gonna do this record. Okay, what happened with this and this? The other members have a participation on the band. Today, I said that we are on the same level that Gabriel has reached the the importance that Juan Pablo or me have in the band. Okay, not always was the thing with, for example, with Juan Eduardo, because Juan Eduardo is an excellent bass player, but he's a quiet guy. He's not talk too much, and we are person that express the things that we feel. The other guys from the band have passed from Sadism, except for Enrique Zúñiga, is the same thing. Sometimes the ways to play or the influences or any different problem that we have no agree with that, we talk to them and say, "Oh my God, excuse me, man, but we don't have we're happy with your performance," or I don't know. Could be any problem. I mean, I remember some ex-members from the band we have fired for stupidities. I don't know, alcohol. I remember one guitar player, but I don't want to say the names. But basically, I have been talk things who have carried out some problems to do the right things with the band or to keep going the right things.
Yeah, you gotta make it work. That's cool. Yeah. So this is Obscurans is the 10th album. It's not going to be the last one, right? We got more coming, I hope.
Absolutely not, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have 50 years. Juan Pablo is 53 tomorrow. I know today, November 4th, is his birthday. So I think that we have Sadism for many years. I will try to do where the energy came, but we love the things that we do on music. But I am very sure that there is Sadism for a long time.
No, good. And it's impressive too. You know, these guys have been at it for so long, but the Obscurans is one of the best albums, and that's the new one. Like, that's fantastic, you know.
Yeah, do you think that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really like it.
Okay, thank you.
Like, it's up there with the Kilaris Domination, you know, production-wise especially. It's really big, you know. I love it.
Yeah. The sound is so different to the others, and we are very proud to the final work that we have with Obscurans. I mean, you know, the cover I was drawing a lot because the cover I do it. Cool. I do all the arts from the band. I mean, the covers. Then the cover passed through from to a digital worker who made the layout. But basically, I mean, all the arts. I mean, I think that the Obscurans is an entire work, a piece of art for me. Talking about music, talking about the art, talking about everything, lyrics.
That's cool.
We feel very proud, and so, which are the expectations that all the people likes the things that we have to.
Yeah,
it's a very full-length album because it's the first album that included 12 songs. Never we do that.
Yeah, no, it's great. And the cover's cool too. I love the red as well. It's really you know, bold. Yeah.
So it's different because I say we're gonna do something different. And the color red, because in my dream was a lot of blood. I said, okay, it was a very bad of blood, rivers of blood. It was very dark. I mean, like a picture from, I don't know, El Bosco or Briegel, that kind of things.
That's cool. Yeah, awesome. Ricardo, thanks heaps for your time. I'll let you get back to your Friday night, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. Hey?
No, thanks to you, Ben. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope sometimes to visit Australian lands. I know. Yes, I have been in New Zealand. It's a beautiful country. It was in Auckland. I mean, it was very. I think that Australia is my goodness, a kind of continent. Your country is so big, but we'd love to play there anytime. So
Well,
We're
fingers
going to be
crossed.
expecting that invitation.
Yeah, good. We'd love to have you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot, mate. Have a good one, hey.
Well, man, have a nice day today.
Yeah, you too. Cheers, mate. See ya.
Yeah. Bye, man.
For more metal interviews and metal music videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out the links below for the audio podcast. New one every Wednesday. Cheers for watching.